The Valogix Replenishment Plan includes recommendations for all items which require replenishment at this time. This includes purchases, stock transfer requests, and production orders. Creating the replenishment transactions could be as simple as selecting all items and clicking Submit. However, in most instances, the user will likely want to perform further analysis before approving the replenishment plan. Let's take a look at how easy it is to create a purchase order. We'll begin by selecting the vendor. We can now see there are a total of 11 suggested replenishments for this supplier across 2 warehouses. Again, we could simply select all and click Submit to create the purchase order. However, here we can see this vendor provides us with free freight if we place an order for at least $15,000. So we want to place an order for at least that amount. As I review the items and click Approve, you get immediate visibility into the total number of items, the total quantity, the estimated value of the order, as well as the weight and the volume if they're being maintained in SAP Business One Item Master. In this case, we can see we've already met the supplier minimum, but let's assume that we have not and we want to continue to build out the order. In this view, it makes it very easy to fill out shipping containers as well as meeting supplier minimums. It's also very easy to gain additional insight into each item to make more informed decisions. Let's take a look at the example we were looking at in the earlier session. By highlighting the row, we can get back to the detailed planning for the item and again see the history and forecast. You can also get visibility into an inventory flow. In this view, you'll see you get immediate visibility into all supply and demand that impacts the item at this location. Here we can see we have potential of running into an issue on February 15th as a result of a large sales order. We can also see that there's a purchase order that is due in just a few days later. With this view, we could perhaps do one of 2 things. We could contact the supplier to see if the purchase order could be moved forward, or reach out to the customer and let them know the order may be delayed a few days. You can see this view does provide forward-looking visibility into potential challenges that make it very easy to take the appropriate actions as soon as possible. Another view that's available from this replenishment plan is a quick view into the history at this location as well as balances across the network. We can see if we have inventory that may be available to safely perform an inventory transfer rather than purchasing. Let's assume that we've approved all the items and we have not yet met the vendor minimums or been able to fill out a shipping container. In that case, you may want to view all items that you get from this supplier and then sort the requirements by the shortage ratio. The shortage ratio is a number that is created by Valogix. When the shortage ratio is negative, it indicates there is a need for the item now. The more negative the number, the greater the relative need for the item. When the shortage ratio is a positive number, it's indicating the periods of supply that are available. So if we did want to add some items to this list, this next item on the list might be a great candidate since we're okay right now, but we'll likely need some more soon. So I'll add a few of these to the list. And I may also want to add a few of the A002s because we have less than 1 period of supply available for those. So as I look at the shortage ratio, I most likely do not want to add any more of this particular item at this location because there's already 49 periods of supply available. This can be a great tool to help a user very quickly decide what they want to order, and once they approve the order, a purchase order will be created using the logic within Business One. Let's go take a quick look at that purchase order. Due to the fact that this purchase order covered multiple warehouses, a blanket purchase order was created since this configuration was set to automatically split purchase orders. We've just created purchase order 162. 162-0 shows all of the items If I scroll forward and go to 162-1, we can see the requirements for Warehouse 1. Dash 2 is the warehouse requirements for Warehouse 2. And 3 is going to Warehouse 4. So you can see that Valogix makes it very easy to do inventory planning for multiple items across multiple locations. This concludes the inventory replenishment functionality overview for Valogix Planner. If you'd like to learn more about this or other features, you can review other brief recordings on this website or contact your SAP Business One reseller or Valogix to schedule a detailed demonstration.